Jared "Rook" Isaacman is on a relentless mission to fly higher and faster, pushing the envelope and breaking barriers of entry to the high frontier. Are you one of those people that when you were young grew up and always wanted to be a pilot?
Yes. As a kid, I loved aviation and space, and spent a long time, getting familiar with it, studying it. I mean, I built my first couple computers just to play flight simulators.
He was a computer and business prodigy. At 16, he left high school to start a payment processing company in his parents' basement. It was a fast success, but at 20, he was burning out.
And I was just waking up in the basement on my keyboard, and I just knew I needed something else in my life again, and I went right back to aviation.
Philip "Sniggy" Adornado was Isaacman's instructor and is now chief pilot of his business jet operations.
He came in with a lot of knowledge. As an instructor, he quickly became an equal and a peer. He was always ahead of the airplane. He was ahead of me on a lot of things.
Indeed, that basement business was on a rocket ride. Today, it's called Shift 4 Payments, $2.5 billion in revenue, 200,000 customers, traded on the New York Stock Exchange.
Aviation has shaped me as a leader. A lot of our Shift 4 way is about, the structure and discipline of briefing and debriefing, checklist and procedure process.
Eventually, he started buying and flying fighters. It sent him on a vector to launch the Black Diamond Jet Team. He was flying tight formation with the best of the best, including former Thunderbird Sean "Stroker" Gustafson.
We're going to take civilian guys flying with the military guys, and we're 18 inches apart, going 400 miles an hour. I'm like, are you sure about this? And then the first time I flew with him, we did some formation flying, and I was like, wow, this guy has laser focus.
The Black Diamonds hatched an idea to outsource opposition training for the military with civilian pilots and planes. They became co-founders of Draken International, professional bad guys.
It was an amazing story, and we ended up getting a $6 billion contract with the United States Air Force.
But Jared Isaacman was hoping for even more speed and altitude. In 2020, he began conversations with SpaceX about an all-civilian orbital mission on a Dragon capsule.
When he initially started the conversation with SpaceX, I was taken aback.
Scott "Kid" Poteet is another former Thunderbird pilot.
It could have easily been just him going up into space, but he wanted to make it something bigger.
The Inspiration 4 mission was a fundraiser for St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Joining Isaacman on the mission, St. Jude physician assistant Haley Arsenault, randomly selected donor Christopher Sembrowski, and scientist, poet, and artist Cyan Proctor. SpaceX operations engineer Sarah Cooper Gillis trained the crew.
He understands what information you need to retain to be successful in a role. And so it was very clear early on to me as an instructor that he got it. In all, they raised more than $250 million for St. Jude's. Isaacman has partnered again with SpaceX to fly 3 missions called Polaris, slated to include the first commercial spacewalk and the first piloted flight of the gargantuan Starship.
This is a chance to contribute in a very small way into the history they're trying to make.
Is it all worth the risk?
I think so, for sure. I don't think I'd be fulfilling my purpose if I didn't do it. Throughout this very short existence we have, you have to leave Earth in a better place than you found it.
Leaving Earth in a better place by leaving Earth. It's an idea that isn't obvious without a little vision. And Jared "Rook" Isaacman is all about vision. All of this makes him a worthy recipient of the 2023 NBAA Meritorious Service to Aviation Award, Business Aviation's highest honor.